fine.
Hey. Okay. You're a hypocrite. Thank you very much. End of convo. Alright, I'll give you more than that, but I can really guarantee you it's pretty much most likely true. Take the definition of the word, for example. That proves it within itself. It's weird how they made a whole word to describe most likely 99% of the population. Now it's most likely used to just describe the excess of it. I mean, just take a look around. We have people in relationships complaining about how cheating is bad, but then they are unfaithful themselves. We have that one fat granddad telling you the importance of fitness, and that one friend that tells you how much they hate the old friendship group when they were back chatting each other all the time, when they still do that to this day themselves. We're all to a certain degree hypocritical. Some are easier to forgive than others. Take for example the previous mentioned argument of cheating. Obviously that's not going by easy. Left, right, good night. Sorry. Keep rolling. I didn't know I was gonna say the B word. But for something like lying what you had for breakfast, is easily forgiven.
Every holiday turns into a post. Every night out turns into a story. And every relationship turns into a highlight reel.
Of course, I'm not excluded for this rule. Take my last video, for example. I was talking about how, technology has changed our lives so much and how it affected relationships especially. And then there's me kicking my feet back, watching my girlfriend post me on National Boyfriend Day. Of course, it could be argued, I could have added more context, blah, 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 said it's fine in moderation, but the point is still there. More often than not, we try to rationalize our hypocrisy. The Christian has sex before marriage because he's gonna stay with the girl anyway and they will get married in the future, so why wait? He won't. Or take the Muslim man who doesn't eat pork but smokes and drinks every single weekend. The only reason I'm bringing that sort of stuff into this conversation is because they literally have a rule book to follow one way or the other without getting too deep into things. So then if you have a clear rule book on morality and how to follow it, then why go against it? Some of us might genuinely be at the lowest point of our lives, having sex before marriage because we just want to feel close to someone, or smoking and drinking because maybe one of our closest family members died and we just can't handle the pain. Not to mention religion in itself, and its main point is to be strong enough to avoid those sorts of things, drowning yourself in pleasure. We don't even need religion for that kind of stuff. So many of us say X is a bad thing and then find ourselves doing the same exact thing months later. In a way, that's character development. But whether that leaves us better off before or after is really debatable and depends on each person. In a way, it's part of everyone's lives. What better way to test this than to ask people I know? And of course, some people I don't know. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Hello, my friend.
Hello.
In what way are you a hypocrite?
That's kind of a hard question because I don't believe that I am.
Do you think you are not a hypocrite in any way? You didn't go back on your word or anything like that?
I feel like you're gonna have some kind of example that you're gonna use against me.
No, I have nothing. It's just a question for you, my friend.
No, I don't believe so.
Hello. Yeah.
Matthew, I've got one question for you, maybe more, but we'll see.
Yeah, which is...
In what way are you a hypocrite? Or are you...
Oh, damn.
do you not think you are a hypocrite?
In many things, though, actually, I think. I'm trying to... And I think I am really, ambitious person,
Mm-hmm.
But in the same time, I'm being so fucking lazy. It's horrible. I think also I talk a lot about what you should do in a relationship, to people that need help, and I know I'm saying good things, right? But when it comes to my relationship, I don't think I'm doing the thing that I'm telling people,
Yeah, that's so relatable to me too, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cringe, but it is what it is.
I'm here with
Anne.
Anne. And I've got one question for you. As I said before, you can share as much or as little as you want. Just in your daily life, little or small, in what ways would you say that you are hypocritical? Or would you say maybe you're not?
I don't know the word.
Hypocritical is like...
You should go to sleep earlier,
Oh,
which
you
I
should-
never do.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
no, I'm in the same boat as that. Yeah. I'm here with
Cormac.
Cormac. That is a great name.
Thank you.
Okay. In what way in your daily life would you say you are a bit of a hypocrite? It can be as big or as small as you want. It can literally just be like you enforce getting fit, don't really go to the gym yourself. Although I see that's not the case.
Right, that's kind. I get annoyed when other people are grumpy, and then I'm like grumpy.
And you get
like,
grumpy as
yeah,
well.
like especially to my family in the morning or something. And yeah, I hate that. I shouldn't do that.
Okay. Are you okay with sharing your name? Just your first name.
Yeah, Miguel.
Miguel. Oh,
Michael.
Where are you from?
No, Michael.
Oh, Michael. Okay. What would you say would be one example of something that you might think is a bit hypocritical that you do, or maybe say?
I need to think about this for a second.
Oh, it's all right. No worries. Take your time.
So, migrants, for example, I guess we could say people, I don't mind them coming here, but lots of people don't want them to come here. But if those same situations were happening in our country, sure, people would be leaving the very people that are saying they don't want the migrants would surely be going to a country for an easier, better life.
When there is someone else, so not you, but someone else who talking like, oh, I want to do this and I want to be that and I want to, I don't know, make this much money, like being very ambitious, but you see them not really doing anything towards that. Or when you see someone who is giving all this relationship advice but not doing the advice themselves, do you think to yourself like, oh, that is definitely me, that is literally, I do the same thing? Or do you think like something else, like, oh damn, that's kind of weird?
Yeah, I use like first thought that comes to my mind is like, yeah, that's low-key cringe what you're doing there. But yeah, when I think about that for like 5 more minutes, then I realize that's basically freaking me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that hurts, but it is what it is.
I think like, oh, we're just the same person.
We're just the same
Yeah,
person. Like,
yeah.
oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank
No
you.
worries. Thank you
Take
very
care.
much.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would be like pissed off at them, and then realize that I do that.
Okay.
But it's not like I don't think it's attractive, so
Mm-hmm.
I would want them to stop.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you. But remember what I said about religion before? It also calls to forgive people for these times of weakness and genuine mistakes. Of course, some relations can't be fixed or brought back to the same sort of way they were like before. But the thing is, sometimes being a hypocrite just stems for genuine insecurity or some type of lacking of something or someone. Of course, that's no excuse to go against what we think is good, but to some degree, that itself is also fluid and can change within years. We all make mistakes, obviously, and we're all hypocrites because of that. But that does not mean we still should be. For example, I never have gone back on my word, which I'm very proud of actually. And I'm planning on keeping it that way for as long as I can. Obviously, I'm not calling everyone to be perfect. That's far beyond anyone's capability. What I want more is to really call people to look past the shallow and take a more understanding and forgivable approach. Not being hypocritical is an achievement in and of itself, actually. Since so many of us go back on our word to whoever we feel comfortable with, whether it be friends, girlfriends, family. Being that one person who just sticks to a secret they've kept for ages, or hates when people talk behind their backs and doesn't do the same thing, only constructively, is really commendable. And actually, whether they realize they're not quite respectable, most of us are hypocrites, but none of us wants to be the common man. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Be tough on yourself, but understanding to others." Meaning that it's important to shift our values to suit our lifestyle, or suit our lifestyle to suit our values, so we may understand when others do mistakes like that, while also avoiding or minimizing the mistakes we do like that ourselves. But hey man, the fuck do I know? I'm gonna go smoke some weed and be violent to strangers on the street.
Why are you recording, brother?